Good afternoon, everybody. I've come on to do a little ATC for the Grumbacher number 61 art challenge. It's an ATC card, it's a swap, and I will put a link to the description about the whole thing down in the description box down below. But you make one ATC and you send it to Grumbacher and you get back someone else's ATC, and they do a thing where when you participate a number of times, there's art supplies that they will send you. Anyways, I've had it for a while. This is a packing tape transfer. It's been sitting here on my desk and I want to use it. And so I have been auditioning different papers. I started out with this piece of cardstock that was painted, but it's just a little too busy. So I had decided against it, and I've been through several, and I actually decided that what I want to use is this one. This piece right here. These are all jelly plate painty papers that I had made with a while back for a swap. Anyhow, I have a piece of plain white cardstock cut down to 2.5 by 3.5. I have the piece of paper I want to use, and I'm going to use it, and I'm going to use sort of like this section of it, like so, somehow. So right in there. I have some really inexpensive little stamps that I got. I don't know, they're Studio G. I think that I got them at Walmart back when we lived in South Dakota. So I'm going to start by stamping on tissue paper. And the reason I like to do this is that way, if the stamp doesn't come out exactly right, and it matters, then you can, and especially when I'm going to be collaging anyways. So I'm going to use Stays on Ink, which is permanent. And I have this little vine of flowers, whatever you want to call that thing. And I just stamp on the tissue paper. And I do this first because I want to get it dry. So I'm just going to make a whole bunch because, you know. Now, I also might... Oh, I don't like that. That's too many. But you might want one that's a little less like the ghost. And that's another reason for stamping on the tissue paper. I sometimes have trouble when I'm... especially when you're stamping over that paper that's been painted on. It has some texture. So with Stays on Ink, you want to make sure you clean your stamp right away. And then I have this other one that says Dare to Dream. Oh, I forgot to tell you that the challenge theme is a dream. So it just so happened I had this one that said Dare to Dream. And see, that's one reason why I like to stamp it out on tissue paper. There we go. Okay. And these other ones will be used, I can use in backgrounds later on. It is best to store your Stays on Ink pads upside down so that they stay moist. Okay. Put that away. Now we're just going to set this aside. Oh, and notice that it came right through the tissue paper. And I'm not worried terribly, but I do like to not have it up all over everywhere. Okay. Now, this is going to be smaller. kind of go towards the bottom corner of it. And I am just going to Mod Podge the two together. Okay, let me see here. Can you see where I'm at? Turn it over and for some reason that corner does not want to stick, so I wanted to do this the last time they had a challenge. It was a great theme last time. Last time the theme was change, and things just got away from me and I didn't get it done in time. And then the holidays came up and they haven't had any through the holidays. So now we have, okay, we don't need to be keeping that in there. We have our base, and I have a water brush somewhere, which I should have gotten out beforehand. The nice way to get the tissue paper apart is just like you do for a napkin, and just water it. And then it will pull, oops, not quite, be nice to it. Okay. And I'm just going to audition them a little bit before I should put this back in there. Okay, and this, I need to trim it a little bit because it's been hanging out for a while. And it, like I said, this is a packing tape transfer that I was trying out. It still has a little sticky on the back. Now then, let's and this is just inexpensive tissue. It's nothing special, it's just tissue paper. Okay, I think that's what we're going to go for starters. Let's okay. One of the things you do want to do is make sure that you clean up your mat every so often, because that way you don't get stuff all over the back of your... I just usually try to move around too. I'm not sure that I particularly like packing tape transfers, but I had that one and I thought it would be fun to use it. Oh, I just tore that just a little bit. Okay, let's get rid of that. Okay. Okay, I'm going to just set this aside and let it get dry. And let's put the lid back on the Mod Podge too. Okay, it's going to have to get dry, and then I'll trim off the edges. Oh, that's not on there very well. Oh, that is where the paper is lifting up. Okay, that's fine. Alright, now I want to make some little paper flowers. And I haven't decided if I want bigger ones. I may use 2 sizes or so. But I think to use these. This is going to be too big, so I'm just going to punch out a bunch of these. And this punch doesn't like me very well, so I have to always push it back out. And I'm going to put these on and leave them three-dimensional, is my plan. Okay, there's some orange and blue right here. Then I have some little tiny brad that I got on clearance, apparently. These are itty bitty brads, so that do not want to come out of the box, apparently. There we go. And I think I'm going to use the dark colored one. There's a couple of colors in here. And what I'm going to do is take my little Tim Holtz punch, and I am going to take a yellow one. I'm just punching a hole right in the middle. Yellow one and orange one. Punch did not lock in. There we go. And then a blue one. And 3 layers should be enough. Okay. I'll put the brad in. Now, what I'm going to do is just spin them just a little bit so that they're not all lined up. And open this little brad up. Boy, is that little thing tiny. And it does not want to open either. Let's see here. I don't really want to shove that thing up underneath my fingernail accidentally. There we go. Let me bring you in. Okay. All right. Now I have made a little three-dimensional flower, but what I'm going to do is take hold of each petal and just kind of pull it up like so. I hope you can see that because it's actually easier to do with my fingernail. I'm just kind of, and don't pull too hard, because if you pull too hard, you're going to pull it right off. Okay, so that's one. You're going to do that again. Just try to make sure, guys, that I'm staying in the frame. These little guys are tiny. Oh, and I just ruined that one. I cut off center. Let's see if we can find some more blue. Okay. Oh, well, that was not good. That one I cut in half. Okay. Now, if you don't punch this right in the center, then you don't have any very much paper to hold your brad when you get it in there. My word, are those tiny. Okay. Alrighty. Now, like I said again, we're going to just take my finger and kind of pull against the yellow ones, just the top layer, just so it curves up a little bit. This is fussy. Okay. Now, if you want to make the second layer push up just a little bit, just slide your fingernails in. It's just a matter of making them a little three-dimensional. They're going to go in an envelope, so they're not going to be perfect. There you go. There's 2. Let's do one more. I don't want to stab my mat, guys. Okay. Or myself. Sorry, I'm off camera. That's the one I messed up. There's it. Okay. Like I said, remember to shift these around a little bit before you open that brad up. It helps make it look more layered. These are a little fussy. Okay, there you go. Now that I've got 3 of them, I haven't decided exactly where I'm going to position them over here on this. And I may need another little set of flowers, but until this dries, I don't really want to. I think I do want to put one more set of flowers right here, though. I just think it's a little bit bare over here. So let's just go ahead and do that right now. Oh, I was showing you all about it and it's zoomed in too tight. Sorry. There we go. What I said was that it's a little bare right here, so I'm going to put a few more little flowers in there. And then I can't really add these until I get the paper dry. So okay, so I need the Mod Podge open again. goes away. I think. We're going to do it so it just sort of is half on, half off. A little bit more. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to lay it over here. Oh, laid it totally out of vision. Okay guys, I have to let this dry, so I'm going to let it dry and then I'll come back in a little bit and we'll finish it up. Okay guys, so we have a nice dry ATC here, so I'm going to trim it off and finish it up. Now, like I said, I will put a link to the Grumbacher, and I think I'm saying that right, challenge. They're an art supply dealer. In the description box, and I think I have decided that I want a little bit of a frame around this, and I'm hoping I don't ruin it by doing so, but I'm going to draw along the edge just to frame it a little bit, and I'm just using a Sharpie paint pen. Now it doesn't dry immediately when it, especially since how it's got Mod Podge on it. So you do want to be a little bit careful. And I didn't get that corner. There we go. When you're touching it, but I much prefer it with a frame around it. It just kind of finishes it off. And then we have our little flowers, and I thought I would put one up here. Like so. And I'm going to do that with tacky glue. There we go. And that finishes up my ATC for the Grumbacher challenge. The theme is Dream. Let me zoom in and show it to you real tight. Oops, wrong way. I always do that. I don't know why I always seem to do that. There you go. Okay, guys, let's read a quote from our 1001 Ways to Creativity book. You are truly an artist if you can say that you would work even if you knew you would never receive any reward. I have many, many artist friends, and I think that that is a very true statement. So, guys, have a fun afternoon. Maybe play with this challenge. I thought it was so much fun, and it just kind of all came together, and all because I had that little butterfly transfer on that piece of tape that had been floating around here on my desk for weeks. So, have fun, guys. Bye-bye.